Yo, what up, everybody? How's it going? This is Caveman James. Uh, welcome to the remake of the show. Um, sorry about the intro. I got to make a new one. Um, I decided to do this like 2 weeks ago. John helped me set it up just the other day. Um, but I've had thoughts about doing it a while. Um, because we were going back through some of my videos, and the ones that we liked the most was, and the ones happened. Sorry about that, folks. I don't know what the heck happened right there. That was weird. Uh, Joni, West Tennessee, what's up? Jim Smith World, how you doing? Gabe Reed, what up, Ron Reno? But no, actually, I was thinking. So when I was thinking about that, I was like, well, let's go back to that format then. Just the and answer sessions, and just the me talking to y'all and giving y'all like stuff on what I know and how much I know. And nah, man, you ain't going blind. Hey, that's good. I do feel special. Trust me. And shout out to Backwoods. What up, Frank? Hey, well, let's hope everybody had a good day. That's for sure. Uh, I know I've had. What up, Chewbacca? Hold on, I'm trying to set my birthday in this phone on a website that I'm on, and it's taking for freaking ever because it don't let me do it by typing it in. I have to do it by the month. All right, now anyway, uh, anyway, so how are y'all anyway? So I got that said anyway. Screw it. Um, what I was going to talk to y'all tonight about was like, first of all, I wanted to pick up on what John was talking about earlier today on his video. Um, yeah, I mean, we've got a lot going on, but he's right though, because we do have a lot of things that we can catch on to and do and keep up, you know, just the happy things in life. Like you go outside, you see trees, you see stuff that you can do that, we don't have to worry about what man makes or what man thinks he's making to lead us all around in a little circle or whatever the hell he's talking about. But no, honestly, I feel that way too. I mean, there's more to life than material things. I mean, go outside, look at the flowers. I mean, hey, there you go, gardening. That's a good one. Yeah, I mean, seriously, that's the thing. And honestly, that's a good thing to do because gardening's a good thing to get into. Um, like I said, I plan on getting into it myself. I just started too late in the year this year. Um, but no, honestly, no, I figured, I would do that. Pick up on this and, talk about this morning or, well, today actually. Yeah, the joy of nature. Exactly, Lizzie. Uh, get out and enjoy nature, man. I mean, that's the long and the short of it in the long run. I mean, good to see you tonight, James. How you doing, buddy? Uh, Lizzie, it's good to see you too, darling. Um, I appreciate everybody coming. But like I say, nah, there's things that you can go out and see and do, and you don't have to worry about, what the millionaires and the billionaires are building or trying to put in stores to get you to buy so you can get tagged along again. Just led like a dog on a leash down this unforgiving road that ain't gonna bless nobody. But, and yeah, I had a blessed day too, everybody. I hope everybody had a blessed day. Yeah, I agree with you, Jim. I agree, man. Public is getting bad. But we all gotta love each other though, But shoot. But yeah, like I say, I mean, there's other things out there other than what the billionaires are talking about and getting us to try to buy and trying to do and them trying to figure out like switching shit, trying to get us to go fucking electric and all that shit. Hell, I look at it this way. If we should go back to electric cars, why not just go back to horse and buggy? Save gas, money, and energy. But think about it. And just like why not try the Tesla energy thing? I mean, free energy? Come on. Tesla was on to something there. Seriously. Like, hey, well, hey, methane ain't that bad. I mean, it's bad, but they did it in the old West. Global warming. Well, yeah. Hey, I agree with you, Joni. Most people are too much in a hurry. That is not a lie. That is straight up truth. People nowadays they're in too big a hurry to go anywhere, and then they don't go nowhere really. That's like one day I was in behind the car. Me and my mom was headed down to our local grocery store, and I swear this car was going in and out of traffic like nobody's business, and then stopped like 10 feet in front of us and turned off. And I'm like, what was that? Like, what was the point of weaving in and out of traffic just to get 10 feet? Yeah, that's true too, brother. They can't control you unless unless you're dependent on them. But I mean, that's another thing we could do. Make our own energy source. It's not that hard. But nah, I'm just saying though, yeah. Lizzie, you're right. That's a good analogy right there. I like that. But yeah, like honestly though, that's the whole point of it all. But honestly, if we can look past that and just go through it and do our own thing, no, people ain't respectful anymore. Not most of them. They don't give you the respect you deserve, and they don't earn yours. I mean, it's just the long and the short of it anymore. True. I get you, Jim. Flow grown, what up, buddy? But yeah, I agree with all of that. I mean, seriously. But I mean, if we don't let them control us, I mean, there's no way they can. And there's things around us that that we can do, like gardening and growing our own food like that, and being self-sufficient. They can't lead us around if we're self-sufficient. And they can't do anything to us either. And John's right about money being fake, because money really has no backing. I mean, if you think about it, if we didn't give it the power that it has no actual value. Yeah. That's a good song by Alabama too, Joni. Yeah, they did sum it up years ago. Hey, guns and hog. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, there ain't nothing wrong with that. And in Alabama, you're right, Joni. Alabama did some of yeah, you're right, Lord Eagle. They are about a half a step away from a revolution. It's ridiculous. All this stuff's ridiculous. But anyway, so let's see here. Into a little bit of craziness. I thought I'd talk about a little bit about the have you ever heard the thing called the Blue Planet Project? Just wondering. It's actually it was actually a file compiled by a guy that actually went out on all of the actual missions to go get aliens out of the planet, like the ones that have crash landed and all this shit. And he's got a document, and it's pretty thick. Ukraine about to run through Russia. Putin's own people don't take him out. Hey, that could be a possibility, but have you seen all of the tanks that we've lost that we've sent over there? They keep taking them out with missiles. It's ridiculous. And I don't know why we keep sending shit, because there's nobody left to fight. In Ukraine, I don't get it. But tell her, Frank, life is too short. But that's the way people do, though, man. They rush around like there's no tomorrow. Like that's the end all be all. It's done. But it's not. Life goes on. Yeah, Biden cuts all kinds of deals that he don't need to be making. Senile old bastard. Sorry. Did I say that out loud? Whoops. I don't really care. But honestly, it's ridiculous. What up, Lord Eagle? How y'all doing? How you doing today, bud? But yeah, but no, there was a blue book. There's a thing called the Blue Planet Project. It's like but no, it was a file compiled by a guy that actually did all of that stuff. And he said, and in the document, there is 125 aliens that are documented by the United States. Yeah, FBJ, no doubt. He can rock. But seriously, I mean, he ain't done nothing but turn this upside down. Oh, damn, Lord Eagle. I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. My mom just went through that shit here about a week ago or two. Actually, she went through it for about 2 weeks. So I know where you're coming from, bro. It ain't no fun. It ain't a good day at the office when you're going through that shit. But, no. And he's documented that many aliens they have. And it's crazy because... And this has actually been declassified by the government. So whether you want to take it for a grain of salt or not, but there's a lot of stuff. Yeah, it's brutal. I remember watching one of my cousins who has them a lot, and I've seen it bring him to his knees. Like he was just wishing for it to happen. He was like, y'all come on, damn. I've seen him like curl up into a fetal position. It's gotten so bad. But yeah, those are rough. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. I've never had one, but I've seen what they can do, and I wouldn't wish that on anybody. City Prepper, what up, 16? How are you? Good to see you in my channel. Welcome to the paranormal prepper kind of zone with the caveman. But yeah, man, for real. Oh, none of that's a joke, bro. That sucks. But now that guy, he's documented, I don't know how many aliens they have. Said that they've documented that many cases of aliens, and that some of them are good, some of them are bad. that I need to read into the document more, but I've also watched this thing on the Discovery Channel. Well, it's actually on Max, or you can find it probably on Discovery on the Discovery Plus. It's called Forbidden History or whatever. Yeah, I know you're trying to antagonize me there, Chewbacca. But yeah, it's crazy. Drinking lemonade with bourbon. That might work. Nah, I ain't worried about it though, bro. You can F Cornette if you want to. That's what he's there for. Hey, Dome, have a good one. Dill pickle juice. Hey, now that's it. That is good for what ails you. A lot of the times, it'll help out. They say it helps with like not getting kidney stones too if you drink it. But I'm just not into Vince LaRusso. Oh my God, it's Russo, bro. He's an idiot. But anyway, Russo's I don't know. He is. He's a, he's a stain on the wrestling mat and in the industry. That's all I'm gonna say about him. He's a stain on the wrestling industry. It's sad, but I don't know. I don't know how. Yo, I'm back. Sorry about that. My internet went dark. Hey, Flowgrown, sorry about that. Everybody, I'm sorry. The whole network went down for a minute. I'm back now though. Hopefully it's good. I don't know because it shows I've only got like 2 bars and now it's down to 1. It's like my connection's all jacked up. It's like it's not connecting right. I don't get it. I'm working on it. The light is coming. Man, Joe Biden better not come get me. He'll have a fight on his hands. Nah, I can't say that actually because I wouldn't do it. But I'm not going to no tyrant. Are we 5x5? That's all I want to know because I ain't really sure. I hope we are because this would suck. Am I back yet or am I still black? Okay, good. Thank God. Man, This is getting irritating. I'm getting blacked out, getting through off the internet. What the hell? But hey, it is what we do, right? So I'm not going to take it with a grain of salt, man. Throw it over my shoulder. Both of them. Woo! Hey, have a good one, Jim Smith. Nah, man. That dude, he bonked on me, so we ain't gonna get him tonight. I don't know what his deal is, but hey, that's true. I'm as white can get. Nah, I ain't that white. Shoot. Man, I'm telling y'all, it's crazy though. The stuff that I've seen and heard and have done in my life is nuts. But all of it good stuff though. I can't say that. But like ghost hunting and delving into the aliens and all of that good stuff. And I mean, what rebel flag? I don't have a rebel flag. Shoot, my man. I love them. I am a Southern boy, but I just don't have one hanging up. But that don't mean I don't own one. But no, I'm not that kind of guy. I mean, I am deep in the heritage part of it, but nothing else. I mean, the other side of it I thought was all, BS, like the slavery and all of that. But then again, that whole war was about, technically it was about, rights of all the people and shit. Hell, one side thinking that, hell, that the North was taking too much liberty with the South and this and that. So they said, well, fuck it. Then we get into a war. It was all political and about money. That too. Cotton as well. You're right. It was about the cotton trade in the cotton industry. Because at the time, that was all the money. Yep. Exactly. It was all of that rolled into one. They were tired of the tyranny. They were thinking that they were getting pushed around. So they said, well, we're going to push back. But, I mean, but honestly, though, I mean, that's just how things like that start. And then people blow it out of proportion. But, that's another time for a history lesson. But, that's something about our past that they're trying to erase. Makes no sense. I mean, what's in the past is in the past. You can't change it. And you can't get rid of it. It's there. And everybody knows it. Yeah, you can delete it for other generations if you take it out of out of the text of everything. Yeah. Well, I don't think we're far off. It's either that or it's going to be another revolution. Yeah, you're right, Frank. It was that too. There was a lot of factors in that war. But yeah, the taxation part of it was a big factor. Yeah, I've seen that video, Lord Eagle. It's a good video. It is really a good video. You can find it on YouTube if I'm not mistaken. But honestly though, yeah, it's a really good video. That's just like see, what am I thinking? There's another one like that. Well, even the Ken Burns saga, like the whole thing on the Civil War was a good documentary. I mean, that was a good one too. I watch it on my PBS app that I have. I pay $5 a month for. Um, but I've rewatched it again. A lot of the Ken Burns stuff is good. Um, but no, I know that one you're speaking of, though, Lord Eagle, it's really good. Um, it tells a lot. I mean, they tell a lot, and they're telling the truth because a lot of that stuff did happen, and it was bad. I mean, you know, and then poor Abraham, he just he adopted it all, and then that's when all of that shit just broke out, and everybody wanted to stop all of that stuff, and they were trying to get free of it. But you know, but yeah, I love to hear them speak about it too. It's a good video, like I said. Um, but no, like I was saying though, you know, this is like no, I come up with this concept of the show like a while back, but John figured out that that a question answer kind of deal, or me just sitting here talking to y'all and letting y'all interact is a good thing too. Um, so what do y'all think about aliens? Do you think they're real? Bro, I'd hate to see another civil war here too, but it's a possibility. Who here thinks there's going to be another civil war? How many of y'all think that? Out of the 13 people in this chat, how many think that there's going to be another civil war? I'm going to say it's possible. If it keeps going as it's going, it's a definite possibility. Y'all give me y'all's answer. I don't know. I ain't really sure. Okay, Lizzie thinks they're too lazy to do it. Morgan Eagle thinks they can do it, that it is possible, like I do. True that, Frank. I can agree with you there, son. So that means you think it could be a possibility. True that, Joni. That's true because like when Babylonia was going on, it didn't say anything about him just putting them on continents. It said he spread them out far and wide. That's all it says. If my memory serves me right. If memory serves me right, that's exactly what the Bible says. It says that when they built the Tower of Babylon, that he tore it down and sent people far and wide so they couldn't, try it again. And then that's the thing I remember. But or that's what I remember about the Bible. It says that. So I can honestly believe it because that's the reason I say that because that document, parts of it that I've read has opened my eyes a lot because they say they've documented like 125 alien species in the world or in the known galaxy, I guess, or whatever. And they say some of them live right here on Earth. Well, that's true too. It could be just like like guerrilla warfare kind of deal. Some sides oppose the other and figure out what's going on. I don't know. E-bonds do? What is that, Chewbacca? Hey, big country, what up? Welcome back, man. I'm glad you found us again too. It's good to see you again. Uh, now we was all just talking about like if we believed in aliens and if there was going to be another civil war. Um, but no, I can honestly think that there could be another civil war, and I do believe in aliens. But but yeah, no, there's like I said, there's a document called the I was talking about a document called the Blue Planet Project, and it documents all types of aliens and stuff. There's like 125 of them. Um, it goes on in there to say that some of them live on Earth and some of them aren't good for us, and some of them are, and some of them give us technology, and that's how we've advanced so far. As we have as a society, from what this Blue Planet Project document I've been reading has said anyway. But no, I just thought about y'all state, all 13 of you. I mean, Joni said she thought that there could be aliens because the Bible says that, like I said, it says he just threw them far and wide when they tried to build the Tower of Babel. It didn't say that he put them on different continents or different places. It just said he threw them far and wide. Yeah, me too. I agree with you, Joni. It's better that way a lot of the time. But honestly, though, I mean, it does say that in the Bible, so you never really know. It could be that. Um, but no, God has a plan, and I mean, and I honestly believe if he had made us, then He's made others. Plain and simple. That's just the way I think. But that's just me. But I deal with the paranormal and all of that good stuff. So I think in that mindset, especially Bigfoot and ghost and demons, and which I know the ghost things are real. What up, Michael? Welcome back, bud. But I know the ghosts are real, so and spirits are out there. They really are. I've witnessed them myself personally several times. So I can't really say that I can't not deny it. I mean, I really have. And I've went out in search of them and found them before. So I do know that's a factor. And I mean, honestly, though, in some ways, it's fun. Like, yoo-hoo! What up, Dome? Hey, Michael, you good, buddy? Ain't no reason to be worried about being late. Ain't nobody ever late to this party. But no. So, let's see. I got something to ask y'all though. What's y'all's take on the implosion deal with that mini submarine that went down to the Titanic yesterday? Well, actually, yeah. After them hearing beeps and everything else from it. But I also read an article on that, but about yeah, it does. And there are. I agree with that, and I honestly believe that. Um, I truthfully believe that there's angels and spirits everywhere, and there are demons on Earth, and there have been demonic possessions and all kinds of different stuff on the world. Um, that's true though. I don't understand that. Some of them are a little bit funky looking. Oh yeah. See, I read an article that said like one of the guys that used to work for him before they actually fired him had told him that those windows and stuff that they had put in that sub was not going to make it that far down. And then all of a sudden, it did exactly what he told them that it was going to do, but they fired him for it. They fired him for saying it because he actually said it in public, if I'm not mistaken, if I read it right. And they fired him because he was talking about it, and they told him, they said, are you pregnant? I mean, you said you were like, ah, yeah, Michael, you, what happened, bud? Yeah, I seen that. That's crazy too. That's true too. It shouldn't have been treated as a tourist attraction, but it is. Um, but no, it doesn't make sense the way they do that. It really don't, because I don't know how can you fire a guy for telling you that, hey, if you take that sub that deep, these windows aren't going to hold, and then he gets canned for it. But I guess it's because he did it in public and they didn't want nobody to know. And then I read an article about where the guy from well, his name is Josh Gates. He works for the Discovery Channel. He works on like he does a lot. He's an archaeologist anyway. He does a lot of their shows for them. Expedition Unknown and that kind of stuff. That's what I was trying to think of a minute ago. But he was supposed to have went down. They had asked him to go down on that sub that day and film it and do a documentary or whatever for Discovery, and he told them no, that he wasn't going to go this time, and it exploded that day. Yeah, you're right. It could be Dome Seeker. You never know. Huh. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. If I can't get to hold my breath, it is too far down. I mean, honestly, you're right, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, Frogger. I agree with you there. Because sometimes, I mean, you never know what'll happen, because that's pressure that you don't even know. And then they fell into that ravine, and that's what caused it. And it wasn't even, but that sub wasn't even actually supposed to be going that deep. But you know, it is. We can't do anything about it. I don't guess. I mean, they've already. It's happened, but I don't know. A lot of people think that it's a big. Yeah, yeah. Think about that. They want to make fungi sausage. Now, I'm not eating fungi sausage. I'm not eating that nothing made out of fungus that is a sausage that's made into food. Like, it don't make sense. Yeah, most of us are old school too, homie. Don't feel bad, bro. Uh, but now, honestly though, like, I'm not eating plant based food. Not not if it's made into a pretend meat and pretend sausage and all this other stuff. No, that's not what it's intended for, man. Leave the shit alone. Let it be natural. If you don't want to eat meat, then don't. Like, stop changing shit. The molecular. I can't even talk now. The molecular on the fuck it. On a scientific level, leave that shit alone. I ain't eating what they tell me to eat. I grow my own. They don't like it, they can come pull my plant up and I'll beat them with the hoe. And I ain't talking about the slut down the street. But They won't have a toe lip. But no, seriously though, man, I ain't eating what they tell me to. Screw that. I'll buy organic. If I have to, I'll pay more for it. Hey, I can go out into the woods and eat bugs. Hell with it. I've ate grub before. Grub worms, anyway. They don't taste like nothing. It's shitty. But it's protein. You can live off of it. Get some watercress and some wild onions. Ain't nothing to it. Yeah, maybe. Psychedelic shrooms. That well. Shroom sausage. I don't know, man. I don't even know if I would want to eat that. Because honestly, that's just yeah, we got to do our part. Yeah. Oh yeah. Man, I don't know. All this stuff that they're changing at the molecular level is just ridiculous. Like exactly, they're dome seeker. I agree with you. Whole foods are the best. Like give me the real stuff, man. Don't give me that shit that's pretended. I mean, if I have to pay overpriced meat prices, then I will. And I know I have to. Oh, meat prices today are outrageous, but what can we do about it? They're just trying to drive us away from it. That's all they're doing. They're raising prices on meat because they want us to get away from it and go to all of this these scientists have come up with all this goofy shit that they want us to eat because they're changing shit on the DNA level and saying, "Oh, okay, well, you got this," and now we've come up with this test tube meat that you can eat that tastes like real meat, but ain't. Nah, leave me out of it, man. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're a vegetarian, be one. If you don't eat meat, that's cool. Like, I don't have no problem with that. But let it be real vegetables, not something they've processed or become, you know, or that they've took and changed on some level or another from some part of the DNA of the plant or the structure of the plant or the molecular structure or whatever you want to call it. Like, don't change all that crap. I don't need all that junk. Don't give me all this processed goo to pour down my throat. Give me something wholesome. Give me an actual beef. Yeah, a cow, a pig, real meat. If people are going to eat meat, they want real stuff. They don't want something that's been processed or made up. I mean, I don't. It's like the other morning when I was in John's channel. It was like everybody was talking about them changing all of that stuff, and then I said, "I'll just eat squirrel gravy. I can live off of it." And then some people are like, "Oh, that's nasty," and I'm like, "Nope, it'll save your life. Ain't no different making rabbit stew." Well, that's true too. Yeah, just stop by one day, Frank. Get a good home cooked meal from the Frill Cafe. Oh wow, big country, that sucks, buddy. Yeah, exactly. That's a good reason to prep too. Yeah. Hell yeah, squirrels are underrated. It's good shit. My dad turned me on to squirrel gravy years ago when I was a kid. He used to make it all the time, and he got me into eating it one day. He said, "Here, eat this," and then he told me what it was, and I was like, "Well, hell, that was pretty good." I said, "When you gonna make more?" He said, "Well, whenever I get some more squirrel." But no, I mean, I love squirrel gravy. It's good. I can't complain. But it's all good. Hell, I just I like it that way. Yeah, definitely check your meat with a magnet because there are stuff in them sometimes. You got to be careful. Yep, I can see that. But honestly, though, that kind of stuff is I just don't want that like test tube meat or the test tube stuff like the test tube vegetables and all the stuff that they're trying to like combine together, like tomatoes and all this other shit, where they're wanting to make like this hybrid of a garden where shit's like combined like carrots and something else is combined with something else and making some weird ass plant. No, don't give me all that crap. Leave it traditional like it was grown, like God intended. Don't change nothing. What's wrong with everything? Leave the local farmers alone too. Let them grow. They should make it easier on the American farmer, but they don't. They make it 10 times worse because the American farmer gets the shit beat out of them all the time. And it's sad. And it don't make sense. Yeah, that's a good reason to, too. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, that's awful that it happened. But no, honestly, though, like that kind of stuff, man, they can keep that stuff. That's for the birds. But no, I'm just saying, like, if you're a vegetarian, eat real vegetables. Don't let them pull that shit on you. And if you are a meat eater, don't let them pull that crap on you either with that false ass meat. I want no test tube meat. Screw you, Joe. And your test tube meat. You take that test tube and shove it. I mean, all these people, man, wanting to change shit all the time. Ain't no wonder the society's in the mess it's in. But hey, you know, we can only make it better just by doing the things we do, keeping the government out of our lives. Because, I mean, that's it. Honestly, one thing that I have to admit that Ronald Reagan said that was true. And it was like if government would leave us alone for about 4 or 5 weeks, we wouldn't have no problem with it. Because we'd go on living our lives like they wasn't even there. And it's true. We could do that. And we should. Just leave the government out of it and live your life like you want. Fuck them. They don't do nothing for you anyway. They really don't. It's all about them. And it has been for since I was like 15 years old. John's even mentioned this to y'all that I've been saying this since I was young. Like forever. Like it's ridiculous how long it's been going on and how long you can see it being going on. I mean, I wasn't even in high school when I could see it in 8th grade. Man, ticks and mosquitoes are evil. Both of them are. I mean, to get a disease like Lyme disease or to get like a disease like tuberculosis or like, the one that the mosquitoes carry and shit like that, like malaria and all that good stuff. I mean, that's just ridiculous. Yep. Type A does thrive very good on vegetables. And it's good though. And hell. And there's nothing wrong with veggies. You might want to slow growing. I mean, honestly, the way everything's going, brother. Yeah, government does suck, man. It really does. It's ridiculous. Like the government is not for nobody anymore. It never has been in years. Like it's all a money market anymore. That's all they want. Money, money, money. And they're in there to get it for themselves and they're not in there to help us politically or to look after anything we're doing. They're in there just to make money and get out. And they don't have to if they're in Congress. They can stay as long as they want. And John's right about term limits too. There should be. They shouldn't be in there until they're 190. I mean, come on, man. Dude died. He was old. He died while he was in office. That's just ridiculous. Well, you got a point there. It isn't a whole other process. It is a whole new ball game. My uncle does it, but he gets like maybe 4 or 5 cattle and does it. He don't get a whole lot, big ass herd. He ain't getting like 12 or 15. I think the most he's ever had is like 15. But he don't get into the big part of it. But he does have it slaughtered. He does have 1 or 2 slaughtered every year for himself, if I'm not mistaken. But no, you're right though. It is a different process. Um, but meat prices are ridiculous anymore anyway. But I gotta have my meat, so I'm definitely gonna buy meat. I'm just not buying no food processed meat or test tube meat and all that good shit. Yeah, the middleman and all of them people make all the money, and that is a shame because the farmers the one that work hard and so hard to get all of the meat to the processors. Yeah, same with me too, bro. But and also I try to cook meat as well as possible too. So and I look at all the meat I buy, but it's hard to because you never know. There's not, you can't really, you don't really know what you're getting into sometimes. Uh, but nah, I just, but no, um, nah, I was just gonna tell you, I was like, all of the new stuff that I'm going to be doing is on, all that kind of thing, like the aliens and all of this stuff. Plus we're going to do, prep and stuff too, because it all rolls into one. Honestly, it does. You know, they talking about people being conspiracy theorists and all this shit. Nah, some of that stuff's not conspiracy. Some of it's actually true, but some of it's not. So you never know which one's which sometimes because you read it wrong. Some people read into too much and then it becomes a theory and a conspiracy and all this shit. And then things go crazy. But no, there's documented proof of, alien beings and all of that that's been on Earth and shit. So, but like I say, I'm gonna read more into that document. Look up that forbidden history and watch the very first episode. That's the one on the Blue Book Project, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Yeah, buy local, cut out the middleman. Exactly. We have a produce shop owned by a mayor down here by our mayor, and it's pretty decent, but his prices are a little high, but at least we know where we're going to. Now, I've had chicken pox and all that kind of stuff, strep throat and mumps, but I'm blessed to say I've had all of that so far, so I ain't got to worry about having it again, or like trying not to have it again. But you can get chicken pox again. I know. I don't know about the mumps, but Minute Man, what up, buddy? Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that, brother. Go relax for a few more minutes. We got a few more minutes left. Um, we just been talking about just about a little bit of everything. Meat and meat being processed to fake meat and fake vegetables and all the way to aliens to paranormal to all kinds of stuff. The One of the most haunted places that I've ever heard of and seen and actually know of is Eastern State Penitentiary. That shit is scary up there. I've never been there, but I had a friend go up there one time years ago. He said he'd never go back. Ah, they gonna open up a new butcher shop near you, bro? Hey, there you go. Hopefully it'll get in some good stuff and it'll be high quality and it'll be like sourced from, local farmers and shit. Maybe none of that crap that, is trucked in from wherever. Because basically you're better off if you get it from local people. Oh, wow. You had scarlet fever? I didn't even know that. Wow. I didn't even know that still could happen. Hey, it might, but uh no, I can't do that anymore, my man. I can't I've made a big promise a long, long time ago that I wouldn't smoke nicotine or tobacco again. And I made that to the big man, so I'm not reneging on that deal. But no, I used to smoke cigars with John though. And those might make those may have, but no, I wouldn't do it now. No, I couldn't do that now. I was making that promise. But Yingling. Nothing wrong with that. Oh wow. See, I didn't know that, Joni. That's something I didn't know. That's something new that the caveman just learned. See, people teach me too. Yeah, that's true of Flogo, and I agree with that because a lot of the immigrants have it, and I don't know, man, it's ridiculous. The southern border is ridiculous. I mean, come on, they could have sent that 3 billion to the southern border and fixed it, or started fixing it anyway. But no, they're going to trape it over to the Ukraine. Let them see what they do. But whatever, screw them. But anyway, uh, I will have a better show next week. I'll be more prepared. This one I just kind of threw together this week. So, because of the new topics and all that I was going to discuss, um, like urban legends and all that kind of stuff. But we'll get into it more next week when I get more prepared. Um, Also, uh, y'all have a blessed night. God bless y'all. God bless everything in the world. And for the love of God, pray for the government and make them better, because who knows what else is going to make it any better? Because they ain't going to make it better. Hey, I appreciate it, Dome Seeker. I've had a fun time with y'all. I've been I love doing this with y'all. It's good, and um, like all of that. I mean, we'll have to keep this going next week. So y'all join me next Friday, 8 o'clock, like always. Caveman out. I love y'all. Y'all have a good night. God bless you all. Y'all are my family. Y'all are in my prayers. And I will see y'all next week. Bye bye, everybody.